I have come to the realization though that this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would, and it's going to be a very expensive day.
Game on! Game on!
Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk and collect everything PlayStation. Now today is a day, the biggest game hunt I have ever done in my life, especially the biggest one I've done on the channel. The plan today is we are going to hit every single CEX store in South Wales, total radius of around 100 miles. I've got it all planned on my map. I will put it up here. I've tried to plan it so we're doing a big massive circle so we're getting closer to home as the day goes on. Now, the games I need, I am not going to be collecting full libraries of each console. These are games I want, subsets of games that I physically want in my collection. I wrote a list here. I have got 108 games written down for us to get today. Fingers crossed we can get them all. This is the ultimate roulette. You're not ordering them online. We're actually physically going around every single store and seeing if they have them. I hope you're going to enjoy this as much as me, because I know I am, and I can't wait to bring you along for the ride with me. So stay locked in. This is going to be awesome. Hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up if you like this video. I'll see you all when we get to our first CEX destination. So we are in the first town for our first CEX, and that is Pontypridd store. Got me list. I got a few things to trade in while I'm here, and hopefully we'll find some stuff for the collection that we actually need. So that's the first CEX down, Pontypridd. We have got a nice bag of games. I'm going to tick those off my list now. I didn't show you this properly. I've got 2 A4 pages full of games. So I'll tick those off while I enjoy my bacon roll from Greg's and my coffee. I have come to the realization though that this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would, and it's going to be a very expensive day. So bear with me. Hopefully I'll get round all 8. But we're on to Port Talbot next. Next one on the list. I'll see you there. We are at our second destination now, Port Talbot. Now, I believe this is the longest trip between two CEXs. It's a 40-minute drive to this one. I'm hoping the next ones aren't as long. I'm pretty sure they're not. We'll just drive straight down the M4 and we can pick off Bridgend, 2 in Cardiff, Pontypridd and so on. straight down to Newport then. So I was just straight down the M4 and popping off. So I think that's the longest journey out the way in one hit. But let's see what they got in Port Talbot. So there we are, that's Port Talbot. Not a great selection, but I did manage to pick up 4 games for the collection. Next stop, Bridgend. Bridgend, baby. Let's check it out. The rain has stopped, thank God. 3rd stop of the day. God, this is a task in itself, I tell you. But yeah, let's see what they got. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than Port Talbot, because the PS2 and PS3 sections we're not the best. Well, I'll see you inside. So we just done Bridgend. Not a massive PS2 and PS3 section again, but they had some PS1 games I wanted. There was a couple of PS3 games I wanted, and they had a rarer title, as in the Spider-Man. So that's a big one knocked off the list. So we're off now to Pontypridd. I'll see you when we get there. So we just got to Pontypridd. It's the busiest town centre of them all so far, so I'm wondering if that'll have any effect on the CEX. Just want to shout out the boys in Bridgend. Probably the nicest staff I've met ever in a CEX. So the 3 guys in there, if you do watch this, I told them I was shooting this video. If you do get around to watching it, nice to chat to you. They were staff that actually knew about video games and seemed like they actually cared. Most people in CEXs are just there for the money and I haven't got a bloody clue. But they seem sound, so shout out to the guys in Bridgend. So another CEX down, another bag of games. We've got a nice little collection of bags coming here now. That is store 4, off to Cardiff. There's 2 stores in Cardiff, so we're going to hit them both. See you there. So, we've just got down to Roath in Cardiff. First time I've ever been to this store, so there's a couple today that I've never been to. Never been to Bridgend, never been to Roath. Port Talbot I went to many years ago when I was working down there, but I wasn't collecting then. So that was kind of like a fresh experience. And this is one I've never been to as well. So, see what they got. Hopefully, some goodies. Roth store done. Another bag of games. I'm really impressed with our store actually, the way they set it all out in those display cabinets. Probably the nicest CEX I've ever been in. They had all the games out nice, it was lovely. So yeah, Roth in Cardiff, what a nice store. But yeah, I think I got about 5 or 6 games for the collection. So really happy with that. Newport next. So we just got the Newport. Store 6 on the list. Well, it's not store 6 on the list, store 6. But we'll see what they got there. Man, this has been a long ass day. It'll be worth it though when we get back to the games room with all those goodies. Let's see what they got. So we are in Cwmbran, and this is the last CEX of the trip. It's probably one of the most important ones. I didn't want to miss this one today, purely because I am doing a condition check for Chris off Retro Smash TV, so I got to get that done for him. And I'm also doing a condition check for someone in the CEX Retro Watch group, so got to get those done. Last one of the day. I want to say a special thanks as well to Chris from Retro Smash TV for doing the thumbnail for this video. He's so much better at them, so much better at them than me. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. So let's go see what they got. Well, that is that. That is all the CEXs. Some more games. I will see you back in the games room, show you what I've got, because I just got an awesome pickup here. Quite a heavy hitter for the PlayStation 1. So I'll see you there. Don't skip. Ooh. Man, what a day that was. Real super hard. Hang on, something in right here. 2 secs. Now we're back at the games room and we have got some goodies. Now for the eagle-eyed viewers out there, this is confession time. We didn't make 8 stores. Now the reason being for that was Cardiff City was absolutely rammed. Traffic was atrocious. And the time it would have taken me, I spent a good 20 minutes in traffic and hardly moving at all. So the time it would have took me to get into Cardiff City Centre, park, walk to the store, because it's a fair old walk as well. There was no way I would have made Newport and Cwmbran. So I just made the decision. I was eliminating Cardiff, and then we just went straight from Roath, Cardiff to Newport and Cwmbran. So apologies for that, folks. But I hope you'll agree it was quite a successful trip anyway. Because we have got all of these goodies to open. I'll show you all of my pickups and what we got. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through store by store and show you what we got. So, super excited for this. So the first store was Merthyr store. This is probably where I got the most games, I think. It was kind of always going to happen, wasn't it? Because as I'm ticking games off the list is getting smaller. So it's going to be harder and harder to find more games. I'm just going to sort these out into consoles a sec. So for the PlayStation 2, we picked up the Suffering 2. Well, the Tide That Binds. It's basically the sequel. So we've got that for the PS2. Simpsons Road Rage. I'm happy I got this now. So I have got every Simpsons game on the PlayStation 2 that I know of. Let me know if there's any more. I have got the Simpsons game. I have got Simpsons Road Rage. I've got Hit and Run. And I've got Simpsons Skateboarding. I believe that's all of them. Let me know if I'm missing one. We picked up Tekken 5 to add to my Tekken 5 collection and Gran Turismo 4. It's funny how I didn't actually have some of these games. I can't believe I didn't have them, if that makes sense. So that's the PS2 pickups. And then for PS3, we got the Amazing Spider-Man. Some of these Spider-Man games are flying up there in price. And we've got the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So that's 2 ticked off the list for PS3. There is a hell of a lot of Spider-Man games. I didn't realise. Picked up Heavy Rain, nice and cheap, £1.50. Didn't have it. I've got a digital download on my PlayStation, but I just thought I'd pick that up. Gran Turismo 6. So that is to the collection. Now this one, Spider-Man 3 Collector's Edition. I don't know why it's a Collector's Edition. I don't know what makes it a Collector's Edition. You get an exclusive playable character, new Goblin, additional bonus features, Spider-Man 3 the movie webisodes, collectible lenticular card with movie images. Don't think that's in here. It's definitely not. And I have just noticed the state on that manual. Jeez Louise. How can they sell stuff like that? I may return that if I'm honest. Purely because of the manual. But saying that, I think it's just a normal Spider-Man manual. But for a £20 game, I'd like a better manual than that. PS4, we got Far Cry 4, the limited edition. Trying to get all the Far Cries. Don't think I'm far off now. Far Cry New Dawn and Far Cry Primal. Oh, and just to top it off, another Far Cry for the PS5, Far Cry 6. Now, I could have got this on PS4, but it was exactly the same price as the PS5 version, so I just went for the PS5 version. Just thought you'd get a better experience, maybe. And then I noticed this wasn't on my list, but I couldn't leave it there. It's the same price as a normal game. Mad Max Steelbook. Never played the game. I don't know if it's any good or not. But it's a nice steelbook to the collection. Because I do like my steelbooks. So that was Merthyr. Let me know what you think of those pickups. And then the next store was Port Talbot. Now, Port Talbot, they give me a nice paper bag. So they're doing the bit for the environment. Didn't get a lot here. The selection wasn't very good. PS3, we got Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, is it? Or something like that? No, Academy Edition. Little Big Planet 2. And LA Noire. Now, I've never played this, but I really like the look of it. I just played Mafia on the PS5. Well, it's a PS4 edition. And I absolutely loved it. And this is giving me those kind of vibes. I still want to play Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. But that is giving me Mafia vibes. So I really, really want to go at that. And then we have got Fallout 76. No manual, but I don't think that comes with a manual because it's a PS4 game. So that was Port Talbot. Not a great store, if I'm honest. It didn't have a lot. And then where did we go from Port Talbot? Bridgend. Bridgend was the next one. So, in Bridgend, we got Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, I've not gone berserk. I picked these up for Chris off Retro Smash TV. He wants the black cases. So I saw them there and I grabbed them for him. So they're for Chris. For myself, I got Max Payne 3. Funny story, I had Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2. I had 2 copies of each. I put a listing on eBay, sold a bundle, Max Payne 2. Do you think I could find Max Payne 2 anywhere? So I've had to buy another copy of that, and I never had Max Payne 3. I think it was Max Payne 2 I needed. I might have wrote it down wrong on the list. Yeah, Max Payne 2 I needed. But now we got Max Payne 3. So that is all the Max Payne 3 games. And we got Ratchet and Clank Q-Force. Now we're almost done with the Ratchet and Clank series. Almost there. I think all I need now is Ratchet and Clank on the PS4 and Secret Agent Clank on the PS2, which is a heavy hitter. That game is like 80 quid. So that's going to be a long time till we get that one. Unless I'm feeling flush one day. And then also, we got Tenchu, Stealth Assassins, and Stealth Assassins 2. Now, these cases and stuff were pretty good nick. Like, the manual is almost brand new. There is a little crack on the front, but I can live with that. Like I said, I am not a mint collector. I loved Tenchu growing up. This one, I'm assuming they came from the same person because they are both really well looked after. So yeah, nice to tick those off the list. Get some PS1 games as well, because they're getting harder and harder to find PS1 games. So it was nice to get a couple off the list. Now, after Bridgend, we went to Pontypridd. Now, I don't think I got a lot in Pontypridd. Tell a lie, I did get a few. Oh, I almost forgot. Port Talbot also picked up Spider-Man Edge of Time for the PS3. Now, that is a bit of a heavy hitter. Some of these Spider-Man games are crazy money. This is almost Web of Shadows money. Never heard of it, but I'll definitely be giving it a whirl. And then, in Pontypridd, we have got some more black cases for Chris. 4 more to be exact. Now, I did see on his video that you can get them with the soundtrack. And so far, he said he'd never seen it with a soundtrack. I've got 2 with the soundtrack for you, Chris. So, happy days. Then we got, for the PS2, Killzone. Can't believe I don't have this. I got Killzone 2, but I don't have Killzone. What the hell am I playing at? Well, I don't think I do anyway. I'm sure when I checked last week, I didn't actually put it on my list. Yeah, I haven't got it. Didn't actually put it on my list, but I saw it and it jogged a memory. I needed to pick up Killzone. And then we got a few PS4 games from Pontypridd. So I picked up Ratchet and Clank. So we are only one away from finishing the entire Ratchet and Clank set over all the PlayStation platforms. All we need is Secret Agent Clank. Can't believe we're so close now. Batman the Telltale series. Now this wasn't on the list. I seen it. I thought that looks pretty cool. And I give it a go. £4. Why not? And then Tomb Raider. Well, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I should say. Pick this one up. I believe that is every single Tomb Raider game now across all platforms. PS1, 2, 3, and 4. I think I've done them all. Really think I have. And then Spider-Man Miles Morales. Got that for the PS5. Hitting a lot of Spider-Man lately, aren't we? As you would have seen in, not last week's video, the week before, I got Spider-Man 1 and 2 on PS1. I've got Spider-Man 2 on PS5. And now we've got Miles Morales. We have got 1, 2, and 3 on PS2. And all these other ones we're picking up now is absolutely crazy. There's a hell of a lot of Spider-Man games. I didn't realise. Now, with this, I have got Spider-Man on PS4. And then Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 on PS5. The reason I went for this is the price difference. For some reason, it is more expensive on the PS4. And I would have only upgraded it to a PS5 edition. This is the Ultimate Edition as well, so £15, whereas you'd be paying £25 on the PS4. Makes no sense to me whatsoever, but there we are. And then we got to Rope. Oh, one more, sorry, from Pontypridd. Duke Nukem, Land of the Babes. I've been after this one a while, so I need one more Duke Nukem on the PS1, which is Time to Kill, and then I have got all of those. And this case is absolutely immaculate. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, not a mark on it. Then after Pontypridd, we went to Roath in Cardiff. Now we got a few here. Let's sort these out into consoles again. Well, let's just not. PS3, we got Dead Space. I recently finished the remake. It was okay, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I do want to get all the Dead Space games. If you noticed, last week from Talbot, I did pick up Dead Space 2 because I had a £5 left to spend a credit, and that was an easy grab. We now have Dead Space. I just need Dead Space 3, and we have got all of those. For the PS4, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Been after this for a while, just never got around to getting it. I want to get every single South Park game. I need one more on the PS1, and then Stick of Truth. I think I'm done. Believe I am. The one on PS1 is Chef's Love Shack. That's what I need. And then we have got some PS2 games. Max Payne 2. I told you I needed to get another copy of that. Well, here it is. So Max Payne is complete. Def Jam Vendetta. This wasn't actually on my list. Forgot all about this game until I seen it. And I was like, oh, I've got to pick that up. I know it's the New York one that's worth the money, but I wanted it in the collection. I used to love playing that with my mate Nash. And then some more Spider-Man. Well, say Spider-Man. Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the PS2. Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2. Like, look at the price on some of these. They're flying up the Spider-Man games for whatever reason. And then this one. That's what happens when you have too many games. This one I was super happy with. Web of Shadows. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the footage, but I opened this up and there was no manual inside. I nearly left it there, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to take it to the desk and just ask, is the manual put away with the disc behind the counter? And lo and behold, it was. So I am super happy with that. I know there's a Web of Shadows on the PS3. It is a lot more expensive than this. I believe it is £65. But to get it on PS2, I would have thought PS2 would be slightly more rarer because obviously they must have released them on both consoles, and the PS2 would have been coming towards the end of its life cycle. So I would have thought there'd been less of these sold and this would have been the one to get. But obviously I'm wrong. But I'm happy to be adding that to the collection. 2 more stops left. We then went to Newport. I didn't get loads here, I don't believe. No, I didn't. So a couple of PS3 games. I got Rayman Legends, because I want to get all the Rayman games. I believe, I'm not sure if there's any on the PS4. Let me know. I think I've got all the PS2 releases, and I've got Rayman on the PS1. I need Rayman 2, obviously, and I think there's Rayman M on the PS1, which is also released on the PS2. I've got it on the PS2, I just need it on the PS1. So we got Rayman Legends, regardless. Little Big Planet, karting. So we have now got Little Big Planet 2, and karting, and Street Fighter X Tekken. I want to try and get a lot of Street Fighter games, and the Marvel versus Capcom, etc. They're really my bag. Now, I didn't show in the video, but as I went to the counter, I noticed this behind the desk, hidden up away. Tomb Raider on the PS3. It's a special edition. Now, with this, you get like a little baggy thing. I don't know what it is. I haven't read it. So, if you know what it is, let me know. Like a little plasticky thing. God knows. There's like a big poster. Yeah, a big poster you get. Let's pop that there a sec. Of Lara Croft herself, the new and improved. Well, I say improved, I'd rather the old Lara Croft, but there we are. You get an art book. I love these art books, especially when they're hardback. I think they're absolutely awesome. So I'm happy to have that. I've got a code then for some DLC, which is probably non-existent now, and then you get the game. So I saw this. Obviously, it wasn't on my list, but it was there behind the counter. I saw the price. I do own this game, but just a standard edition. But for 15 quid to get a collector's edition in pretty good condition. Well, I say pretty good. It's immaculate. So I was like, yeah, mate, can I have a look at that? Showed me it. Yeah, I'll have it. So we did stray off the list quite a bit because I'm just a nightmare when it comes to games. And then the last store of all, which was Cwmbran. I got Crash, Wrath of Cortex, because I'm trying to collect all of the Crash Bandicoot games. It's funny how the PS2 game, you don't see a lot of them around. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know why. I was really shocked with this trip. I'll explain why in a minute. We got Spyro, Eternal Night. Now, there was another Spyro game I saw en route. I can't remember which one it was, but it didn't have a manual, so I didn't pick it up. But yeah, I need to get all these Spyro games down as well. And probably my pickup of the day, from the last store of the day, Marvel versus Capcom on the PS1. Absolutely over the moon with this. Now, I don't know if you can see the condition of this case. It is pristine. I'm assuming it's come from a collector or someone. Now, this isn't a cheap game, but it is one I am super duper happy to be adding to the collection. The disc on this was absolutely stunning as well. It don't look like it's been played, if I'm honest, but man, oh man. Wow, that's a mega thick manual for a PS1 game. But yeah, over the moon with that. Nice, big, heavy hitter to be adding to the PS1 collection. Absolutely over the moon. And that is that. I haven't counted up how many games I got. I really don't know, which I will do right now. So I've just counted up, that is 43 games, and that is not including the 6 I bought for Chris on Retro Smash TV. So 46 games in one day is absolutely epic. Obviously, I haven't completed my list, which I really wanted to, but we've done really well. We're not quite at the halfway mark because some of those games wasn't even on the list. So I'll go through the list. I'll let you know in the next episode how many we got left on our list. But yeah, what a day. I hope you all agree. Absolutely awesome game hunt. Over the moon with it. It's been fantastic. I really, really enjoyed myself. I'm going to try and do this again. Obviously, it's expensive. You need a full day to do it. But I don't know, just having that time to yourself, doing what you want, hunting games, which is what we all love to do. So, yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to do it again. But things that surprise me. You know, I pop into CEX now and again, and there's games I see all the time. And they're on my list, but I'm like, oh, I'll get it again. I'll get it again. And I'm talking games like Little Big Planet 3, South Park Stick of Truth, a couple of the Crash Bandicoot, you know, games that aren't rare, Fallout games, Obviously, the new Fallout series has come out and pushed the prices up, so maybe demand for those games have gone up a bit. But yeah, the games I've always wanted, I've just never been in a rush to get. Well, today was the day to go and get them. Do you think I could find some of them? I'm like, what the hell is going on? These games they're there every time I go, and the day I'm actually going to buy them, they're not there. But it is what it is. That is the beauty of game hunting, the ultimate CEX roulette. So we'll do it again. We will definitely do it again and try and finish off this list. So I hope you all enjoyed this little game hunt. Well, I say little game hunt, the biggest game hunt I've ever done. Absolutely amazing day for myself. Hope you enjoyed it too. If you have, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Starting to make moves. We're like just over 3,000 now, on our way to 3.5. Absolutely amazing. Can't thank you all enough for the support. So if you like more of this stuff, don't forget, hit the notification bell. You will not miss a video, or you will get notified every time I drop a new one. And that is me for today, folks. What a day, man. What a day. And as always, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his royal PlayStation, reigns the same. And he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Game